Last night marked the end of The Mandalorian Season 1, and I've gotta say, it was mind-blowingly good. I love The Clone Wars. I really love The Clone Wars. As a child, it was really what introduced me to Star Wars. I mean, obviously I'd seen the original films, and I liked them a lot, but The Clone Wars is what started this obsession with this series. The Clone Wars is the reason this channel exists. The Mandalorian, I can't yet say is better than The Clone Wars, because it's only been one season, but damn does it have the potential to be. The Mandalorian hits a different spot than The Clone Wars does, being a live-action show, but it keeps the spirit up in a really unique way. It's no way the same as The Clone Wars, it's almost completely different, but it has this spirit of being a show with genuine fans who are making it. I wouldn't even say that this show has a similar tone to the Clone Wars episodes that were centered around Mandalore. It's not about Mandalore at all, really. It's not even about the Mandalorian culture. This is specifically a show about this one character, the Mandalorian. The character of the Mandalorian is one of the most relatable and interesting characters, I think, in all of Star Wars. Without spoiling anything, the journey he goes on and the changes that he goes through are so interesting and they all make sense. Nothing comes out of nowhere. You see this progression through the series, and when watching it again, you get this really warm sense that you know where he's going to end up, and it's quite a good feeling. He starts as this stoic warrior. He just picks up bounties and ruthlessly returns them without any questions asked, just like the guild wants him to. But, spoilers for episode 1 at least, when he meets the child, everything changes. He suddenly has this urge to protect him, and the rest of the series is based around him protecting this child and growing in empathy for it. And in the end, this child makes the Mandalorian and everyone around him better. I'm now going to spoil the end of the series, so if everyone who hasn't seen the series, I've got to say, you need to go and watch the series, but do not watch this section. It's an ending to the first season that genuinely floored me. It was so good. So if you haven't seen the series, or if you haven't seen the last episode, either click away now and go and watch it, and then who knows, maybe even come back after you've finished it, or just skip to the time frame that's on the screen now. The series ends with the Mandalorian becoming, I guess, the father of this child. His journey now is to find safety for the child in his original tribe, or his original people. So that means we might see a planet full of Yoda's species, but part of me thinks that that won't happen. Part of me thinks that Baby Yoda will become a more grown-up version that becomes a Mandalorian. Baby Yoda is named a foundling, which means that he could actually become a part of our Mandalorian's clan. The other Mandalorian that gives him the signet says that they are a clan of 2, they are a team, and the Mandalorian might be growing his own clan with the Mudhorn as their signet. The prospect to me of having the Mandalorian create his own clan with Baby Yoda somehow being a part of that clan, and who knows else being a part of that clan, really excites me. I can't even fathom the amount of possibility that this show has moving into season 2 and beyond. There's so much this show can do, and I know that it will deliver based on season 1. In the last episode, we also saw the Darksaber in live action, which was just... what? It was a jaw-dropping moment as soon as I saw that saber, and the Mandalorian better be still in that back, because if the Mandalorian's leading his own clan with the Darksaber in hand, this show can do no wrong. Spoilers for the last episode over. Please, anyone who had to leave the room, you can shuffle back in. Overall, this show is incredible. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because I don't believe that anything's really perfect, but damn is this close. To me, this is on the same level as The Last Jedi, which to a lot of people will sound like I'm dissing this show, but for me that's a massive compliment. The Last Jedi treated Star Wars like art. It gave so much meaning to the little things, and I feel The Mandalorian does the same thing. Every piece of everything, including the action, somehow contributes to this overarching story, and for a show like this, that's absolutely perfect. The writing is fantastic. I particularly felt that the last episode, directed by Taika Waititi, had the best writing, but again, the whole show had incredible writing. The action was just amazing for a TV show. Again, the entire time, there was no dull episodes. And the different directorial styles gave this really cool energy to each episode. You could really feel the difference in directors, but it still had this synergy across the whole show. And for a show, I think that's perfect. I love looking forward to, for example, the Deborah Chow episode, because I loved episode 3, which was her episode, and I again loved her second episode later in the series. I will now really look forward to Taika Waititi episodes, because they are also just incredible. If Season 2 can continue being as good as Season 1 was, or dare I say better, then this show will probably become better than Clone Wars, and that's something I never thought I'd say, but this show is such an amazing representation of Star Wars. I think that everyone who likes Star Wars can find something in this show to like as well. This show is borderline perfect, and it's certainly one of the best Star Wars shows, and I, at the moment at least, hold it on the same level as potential that the Clone Wars always had. If I'm honest, I never really cared about the Mandalorians, but now I really, really do. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have watched The Mandalorian, then tell me in the comments what you think about it, or you can tell me on Twitter by following me at TomJedi9. If you want to see more content like this, then hit that subscribe button, or even leave the video a like. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great day.